Now then, guys, welcome to Straz Gaming. I'm Luke. This is Season 5, Episode 13 of my Leicester City Let's Play. And today is the FA Cup final day, yet again. Last time we was in this position, we played Crystal Palace and we won on penalties. This time out, we're against a Man United team that had just beaten us 7-1. We need to get revenge. We need to get our first win over Man United into the whole of this save. We haven't had a win against them. This is the team that's going to be starting. Tajan Holding is coming back into the team. He's back and he's fit. Gibson, Kazawa. Toussaint wants to play football. He said he's a good player. He can play in that defensive midfield role. I'm going to put him there. He can be a ball-winning midfielder on support. Then we've got, indeed, he's a box-to-box midfielder. It works. You've seen it. It worked in the last game. He scored goals. We've got Felix is going to play as a Mazzala. But I'm going to put him on as an advanced playmaker on support. Because I've got Perez as an advanced playmaker on attack. Then we've got Dolberg and Iniacho up front. That is how it's going to line up. We have the bench. We have Evan Swift. We have Martin Erdegaard. We've got the captain, Wilshere, that's played a hell of a lot of games, but he's made way for Toussaint because he is younger, he is a bit better, and he can fit in that squad. I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, we can get a result. If we get a win, I'll be happy. So let's just get into the game. Also, I've dropped it down to standard. I've left all the other tactics the same. I've just dropped it to standard just to see how the game goes. Because if you look at this Man United team, it's the same team that's lined up against us in the last match and beat us 7-1. They've not changed it. Luke Shaw, Bailey, Lindelof, De Gea, Dyer, Pogba, Rodriguez, Martial, Barbosa, Rashford. That is one hell of a team. So we need to get a result. And where is we owe Man United after the last game? Yes, we do. So get out there, get a result in the FA Cup final, and win. So the first minute of the game, we have an injury to our best player on the pitch, probably. Fine, Jack Wilshere, you can start. That is not ideal. That is really not ideal. It's not the start we wanted, but let's stay positive. I think we got to the 12-minute mark, did we, before them scoring a goal against us before? There we go. They've not scored a goal yet. 12 minutes in. Good. Everything seems a bit even. We've got the same amount of shots each. It's a bit of a boring first half. There's no highlights, but Felix is now taking a knock. I didn't tell you which players weren't available, by the way. I was meant to tell you that. It was the youngsters. It was Chris Scott, McCule, and there was another guy that wasn't available. Who was it? I don't know who it was, but free kick to Man United. Well, what's he done? Oh, he's offside. Okay. Was it Nick James? Nick James was the other one that couldn't play. So it was more of the youngsters that weren't there. I don't understand why Evan Swift wasn't called up for the England under-20s because he's had a lot better season than Chris Scott has, which I feel like it's a bit unfair on his behalf. And I've just realised we're getting to 0-0. 0-0. We're getting to half-time, and it is 0-0. This is a lot better. Where was this at the beginning, like last game? We just don't even bother trying against them. We don't go attacking. We don't go control. We don't go counter. Just stay standard and just see what happens. Felix has picked up a knock, though. And I'm just going to keep him on and just see how it goes. I'm going to say I'm happy. I'm happy with 0-0 at half-time. Not going to change it. I'm just going to leave it on standard. If they score a goal later on and we need to grab one, we'll put it up to attack and we'll just go gun-ho at them. But at the minute, I don't need to. We'll just keep it at 0-0. We'll beat them on penalties. We've done it before. Well, not them on penalties. They beat us last time on penalties, didn't they? But to Jan, right, come on. To Felix, who's injured. To Perez, to Wilshere. To Kazawa. This is our first attack that we've seen Tuchon. To Felix, to Kazawa. Do not lose this ball. Do not lose the ball, and we've lost it. And now this is Man United's attack. This is where their goal's going to be. We saw how good they were on the attack, but Rashford, I don't even know what Rashford did then. That was absolutely appalling. But if we have a look, we've got players that are really struggling. I need to make a sub. But the question is, who am I going to take off? I'm not going to bring on Jamie Vardy. I'm going to bring on Evan Swift because I feel a bit bad for the lads. Target man. He has been a super sub for us. The young lad has. I should really put him on attack. I'm not leave him on support for now. I feel bad that he's not been picked for the England squad after his 17 goals he scored for us. And they've just scored a wonder goal. Martial's just scored an absolute blind of a goal. We're going to go on attack. I realise we're on neutral ground. We probably should have gone attacking from the off. We did it against Liverpool. We weren't scared against them then. But what a strike by Martial. On the volley. No one is stopping that. That is a wonder goal. I will let them off. But I am going to put you on attacking. And I feel like the other sub... I know Felix is injured, but I should probably bring on Martin Ertengard. But for Felix, maybe? Right, Kazawa, come on, let's get another goal back. Iniacho is our top goal scorer, so I'm not going to take him off. Oh, come on, close him down. Let's get a goal at least. Martial is going to find the cross to Rashford, and Rashford's in. It's 2-0. Crying out loud. We cannot beat this Man United team. We're going to risk it. Go. Wilshere. Can't be any more attacking. Iniacho on a 6.2 rating. That's just shocking, isn't it? Oh, we need to get a goal. So that was ball over the top, Martial, and they just went on their counter. So they're just beating us on a long ball again, and Tajan just kind of lets him go past him. Should I go more direct? Can I do that from here? Nope, I've got to go on here. Let's just go. Pump ball into box, more direct. Get stuck in. Be more expressive. Win at defence. Go. On overload as well. Screw it. We need to get 2 goals. Two late goals would be nice. Right, we on here. Ertengard with a shot. He could have passed it to someone then. We had Iniacho and Evan Swift in. Right, Felix. Wilshere. Right, come on. We're going to win this ball. No, Belotti's going to win it. Come on, close him down. Don't let Pogba have time on the ball. No, Martial's on the ball now. Rashford. Right, good tackle. Well done. Gibson just hoofs it upfield. Why not? Just get rid of it. Right, De Gea. They're going to play a ball over the top. To Lindelof. To Barbosa. Come on, tackle him. Close him down. Rashford. Belotti has not scored against us, thank God. Oh, come on. 10 minutes left. And I think the FA Cup is not going to be ours. We're going to have a bit of a dismal end to this season. 2 losses in a row. The word to Man United, though, who we haven't managed to beat all season, well, the whole of this series, we've not managed to beat them. I know I've said that a lot in the past 2 videos, but they are the better side. That's the team we need to attack for next season. I know they haven't won the league this season, but they should have done. I think Liverpool were just that critical. Liverpool weren't even in the Champions League or Europe, so they had all they had to think about was the league, and Liverpool have just come out of nowhere and won it. And that's full time. That is over. We have lost the FA Cup final against Man United. We haven't retained the FA Cup, unfortunately. We're still on 1 trophy out of 5 seasons. I'm trying to say series then. I'm far from pleased. I've got a lot of building to do, I tell you, for the next season. I don't know what I'm going to do. We haven't been given. Again, I still haven't seen the money we're going to get next for the season. How long's he out injured for? 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, he's going to miss the World Cup then. Come on, computer's decided to crash on me. And send assistant. So we just received just under £1 million for getting in the final. We pay out £500,000. Let's just keep going because I haven't seen the budgets for next season. That's what I want to see. And there is an FA Cup. Not an FA Cup, a World Cup. I think it's World Cup this season. Or was it Euros? I can't remember now. Right, come on. Right. Give me season budgets, please. Budgets. That is our best 11. Silver's in there. He only played 1 season. He wasn't even that great. Season rewards. Who's won? Right. Iheanacho's got fans player. Perez has got goal of the season. Dolberg sign of the season. And young player of the season, Dolberg. So he's done all right. That's the team of the year. Pretty decent. Most forgettable moment, the last game of the season. I'd say that or losing the FA Cup. Match of the season is beating Arsenal. Right, we saw that. We haven't really looked at the dynamics for a while. It's dropped a little bit. So match cohesion's good. Dressing room has dropped. I don't know why it's dropped. So let's have a look. Team leaders. We have got Gibson, Wilshere and Ndidi, which is decent. Vardy's obviously going to go, so that's a highly influential player that's going to go. Others aren't really getting into the squad. Matter, that was a poor signing this season, wasn't it? I'm hopefully going to get rid of him. So that's that. Social groups. Again, they're all pretty much a core in the core social group, apart from Felix, Holding, Dolberg, Lopez. They're all kind of starters anyway. At least they're in their own little group. And then McCure and Toledo. Again, I haven't really played him this season, have I? So he's going to be another one that's going. And this season, I want to know budgets. It's not giving me bloody budget. 5 weeks, right. Discuss plans for next season. Hope you enjoy your break, not Champions Cup. Not doing a challenge for the Euro. Let's just say the Euro Cup, yes. That's the reaction I wanted. I didn't want to go Champions League because I still think that's going to be a next step off. I'm going to aim for the Champions League. I'm not going to tell the board that or the players that's what I aim for. But, come on, budgets. Right, so we've made a profit of 185 million. No, okay. Financial fair play. I think we failed it, didn't we? New scouting budgets. Board set budgets. That's what I want. So this is just the commercial. Let's just see what we've got money from. So we've got a soft drinks new deal worth for 7 years, worth 56 million. New sponsorship deal for 3 years for 8.25 million. So sponsorship's gone up. Hospitality's gone up. Shirt sales have gone up. Is that Matchday commercials and retail have gone up. Broadcast revenue has gone down from last season. Prize money's gone up. And then top selling shirts. Erdegaard, surprisingly enough, is in there, considering we only bought him in January, which is pretty decent. Right, new scouting budgets. The important thing, am I going to be able to build a Champions League challenging squad next season? Yes, I am. So the board have given us a wage budget of 2.6 million and a transfer budget worth £67 million. Now that is definitely something I can do due to advanced financial no longer rank well they did once in the world football training facilities. Request improvement of training facilities. Blah blah blah. Will you let us do it? Yes, they're improving the training facilities. That's what we want. Right, that's that done. Financial wise, we're in the black again. We have £67 million worth to spend. We've got obviously £2.5 million worth of wage budget. We are spending 2.3 million, so haven't really got a lot to play with there. May need to get rid of a couple of them. Jamie Vardy is going to be the one to go in. So let's have a look into this squad and have a look at the end of season review. We'll go wages first. We've just spoke about wages. So players that I'm probably going to be getting rid of. Mahrez is on £135,000 a week. He's not played, and depending on what I'm going to do, I need to get rid of him. So I'm going to try and ship him off. He's been here for a while now for Leicester, and he's only played 4 games for us last season. He was injured for most of it, but he didn't even complain about not playing, which was the annoying thing. Season before that, he did play 31 games, 7 goals, 7 did do well, but this season, not used him, didn't need him. He's going to be gone. Mata on 100 grand a week, that didn't work, that experiment. Again, we bought him in. He's played 3 games for us. I'm going to get rid of him somehow. I don't know how. I don't know who's going to want an injured Mata. Hopefully I can just get rid of him. Going down, looking at it, I think Toledo is probably going to be another guy that's going to go. He's on £72,000 a week, worth £11 million. Has he even played this season? He's played 2 games. Weren't particularly good. We weren't particularly good when we brought him in on that wing either. So that was a bit poor. Scrolling it down wage-wise, looking at the big wages. I think Jamie Vardy did take a wage cut. He's in £69,000, but he is retiring. So that's, again, we're going to free up a lot of wage, obviously, from Vardy going, hopefully getting rid of a couple of players there, which would be decent. So potential-wise, let's have a look to see who's the biggest potential player. It is Chris Scott. He's now 20 years old. If we have a look at his season this season, 19 games, 4 goals, no assists, no player of the matches. It was a bit poor. Stats-wise are all on the up. His finishing's 18, dribbling's 12, first touch. He looks like his stats are absolutely class. He needs to play a lot more football next season, I think. Wilfred Ndidi, by far the best player at the club so far. Looking like he's going to be class. McCure, again, he's going to be the next best thing. He's 19. Again, potentially going to be one of the best players at the club. Evan Swift, he's only 2-star, and he's only like 3-star and a black one out. But he's been playing so much better. Is he valued more than Chris Scott he is? Just because he's been scoring goals. If we have a look at his season this season, his past couple of seasons, 26 games, 12 goals, 6 assists, 1 player of the match. He's been good out of the young players. He's been absolutely class for us. So that's a couple of the youngsters I think coming through. Ability-wise, obviously you've got Ndidi, Felix. We know all that. So average rater. Who was the best average rated player this year? Iniacho. Then Demarai Gray. He's on loan, 7.41, and this is a reason why I kind of want, or maybe want to change system a little bit and bring him in, because he's had such a good season at Burnley. 33 appearances, no goals, but a bag load of assists. 8 player of the matches. He's done really well for Burnley. It's good. And then Tajama's the next one. Dolberg, Perez, Holding, Kazawa. So players that should be up there. A lot of defenders up there, which is pretty decent considering I slagged them off a little bit. Top goal scorer. It's going to be Iniacho. 30 goals for the season. Dolberg just behind with 18. Swift on 17. Perez on 13. Chris Scott getting 8. Cure getting 6. So all in all, the team is looking good. If we go on to the squad reports, team reports, squad depth. We don't need strikers. I am not signing a striker unless we get the likes of Harry Kane or someone, but I'll go into that in a minute. Wingers, we don't need. I'm not playing with wingers, but depending on what the transfer window holds up to, this is the last part I'm going to be looking at. Obviously, we don't need attacking midfielders at all. This is the part of the pitch that I feel like we need some more players. Left back wise, we're fine. Tajan can actually play there as well. I didn't realise that. So left back wise, we're fine. We've got Chilwell, we've got James, we've got Dejan. That's good. Right back wise, we've got Dejan and Trent Alexander-Arnold. We need another right back. We've only got 4. Centre backs, we've got plenty of depth. But if we have a look, Ndidi's our 3rd best centre back. I just think another good centre back in there that can challenge these two for the season. We're good. Santos has a good season. If I have a look, he's only 23. His stats are okay. He's played 7 games. He scored 1 goal for us, which was in that other game. He's all right. He's not going to set the world alight. Goalkeeper-wise, I've got a couple on a short list that I might try and bring in another goalkeeper. Lopez, again, he's been playing well. But he hasn't, again, conceded 54 goals. He concedes a lot of goals. Last season, 58. So less than last season, but we need that sort of shop stopper really. And obviously that's what any team needs. So I feel like that's what I'm going to bring in. Kind of think more defensive. Another midfielder, a proper central midfielder, because I'm using the likes of Felix, Dejan, Odegaard in the centre when they're not the more attacking players. But then on the up thing, I've got a lot of attacking players and I can't play them all at once. So I'm going to have to start dropping them back a little bit. So I just need to think of what I need to do with this team. So it's going to be another long, hard pre-season, I think. But we'll take one more look at this league table. You've got the likes of Man City just got into Europe in 7th place. That's because I think we got into the final and Man U qualified for the Champions League. They did. But the likes of Tottenham in 10th place, they're not in Europe. And they've still got a decent squad that I might. They've still got a Harry Kane there, who is 28. He's valued 45 million. 20 goals. He could be a player that I may go completely against what I wanted to do. But they've still got the likes of Dele Alli. Who else have they got? They've lost quite a few of the players actually looking at it. Victor Ramyard. So they have got some players that I can think of maybe bringing in. Dele Alli again, but he plays in the position that I don't need. But he can play actually centre mid. So that's another player I'm going to look at. But we'll see what happens. So guys, that is the end of season 5. Let me know what you thought about this season. Again, we finished 5th place. Can we get 4th place next season? Can we do better in the Europa League? Can we do better in the Carabao Cup? Because we did rubbish in that. And can we get back the FA Cup, which is ours? Let me know what you think, guys. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Ta-ra.